to the Mike Sipple report, and here we go. This is absolutely unbelievable because there's a lot of news. Mr. Donald Trump was caught again on camera with his eyes shut, sleeping during an Oval Office executive order signing. I mean, he's like this, nodding off. It wasn't just blinking, a couple consecutive blinkings where people say the press caught him while his eyes were shut while he was blinking. This was straight blown out snooze, rapid eye movement, lights out with people are all around him. We all know how relentless he was with Joe Biden, always making fun of him, calling him Sleepy Joe Biden, that he couldn't do his job. Well, with everything that is going on in the world, we have Donald Trump sleeping during the daytime, during Oval Office visits. Now here's my next report. This was absolutely an elaborate move. I mean, smooth move. I'm talking X-lax. So Donald Trump was secretly, this was on July 8th when he was at some meeting over in another country. It was a summit meeting. So Donald Trump was in front of everyone. It's all over the news right now. This is Washington Post that I'm reading off of. They busted this report out. So Donald Trump entered Air Force One in front of everyone for all the public, all the press to view him. As he entered, he went on a plane, went through a back side door, wherever it was, onto a food catering truck that was placed as high as the entrance, was whisked away. No one seen him. He snuck in that truck, was taken to a C-32A aircraft, a smaller jet, and was flown away. No one knew everyone thought he was still on the Air Force One jet. It was pretty interesting. And the only people that were on there was a full blown out elaborate decoy. The only one that was still on the plane was the press and the staff. Absolutely incredible. I don't know who thought of that move. Now, this was because of all of Iran's threats against Mr. Donald Trump, so I guess they are taking it serious, and it was good. So everyone in the world thought he was on the planes, all waved, isn't that press pictures of him and all that? But that food truck, that was a good one. Okay, and then if you didn't hear this is a big news. So Donald Trump and his administration is rapidly hiring video gamers. Yes, people playing video games. I guess you have to be really good on a different type of level. And I guess the Fortnite players, they really want them guys. I don't think they want anybody who plays Miss Pac-Man or Donkey Kong or some of the old classics. Asteroids, pinball, I don't know. They want true diehard video gamers like Fortnite players. They're taking over. They want them to fill out positions for air traffic control centers. The system's running it and this and that. And this is serious. This is according to the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy. They want the Department of Transportation under the Trump administration has escalated hiring these gamers to take over America's air traffic controller. And this is the positions. We all know what happened about a year or whatever it was. There was a lot of shortages. A lot of people weren't coming in, shutdowns and this and that. So now he wants these gamers to fill out these positions. And what's messed up is, since they've done this big this big launch back in April, 94% has been reached of the hiring goal. I mean, if you think about it, that's actually scary. I mean, these people need to be trained for air traffic controller, not sitting there playing some video game and this and that. No, they have to be trained, and I hope they are professionally trained because it's a massive job they're taking on. Okay, and here's another report, because it's not just about explosive diarrhea anymore. That was sweeping across the nation and everyone was basically crapping their pants. No, this is now serious, even though explosive diarrhea got serious. But as you're well aware, the Taylor Farms has now issued another major recall that you should know about. This is no longer just about, like I said, the explosive diarrhea. Now it's about salmonella and the concerns Taylor Farm has recalling salsa, guacamole, and other prepared foods across the country. This Taylor Foods is like one of the biggest distributors of this products lettuce and all this other stuff. About a third of Americans eat this food, and this including salsa, like I said, guacamole, and so it is targeting. Oh, here's the places. It's targeting Whole Foods, Walmart, Kroger, Target, Trader Joe's, anywhere where these foods are being sold. Now, this possible salmonella stuff could be over 26 states now. So it's getting very serious. And like I said, it's basically they're saying that it was from Mexico. I don't know if people are crapping on the fields. I don't know if it's shit water. No one knows why this is happening. And we all know explosive diarrhea is basically some fecal matter in the water. Here's another interesting report because this is pretty wild. And I don't know if you saw the video. The video's out there. A North Carolina man makes a video about a monkey as he was fishing with his son. You see him. He's on a boat. He points over. It's kind of spooky because it's kind of dark. And you see a monkey sitting there by a tree. Everyone knows that there is no monkeys in North Carolina. Now, and the guy starts talking about it, saying, "Take a look at this, son. Look at this. I spotted a monkey." What's creepy about it is, I don't know where it was exactly. I don't know if it was some state where they said a bunch of monkeys had escaped that were kind of like being, looked at for scientific research and they escaped. Could these monkeys have actually gone to North Carolina? Who knows? I'm just reporting the news. And by the way, I'm going to be selling these if you want to take a look. Mike Sipple report coming soon. If you want one, I'll try to hook up the link and this and that. Get your coffee mugs, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And like it. Also give it a hype. It's a new feature on YouTube. And I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Some late breaking news, and here we go. This is a big story as Mr. Donald Trump still will not leave Mr. Abdul El-Sayed alone. And last night he posted some weird stuff on his Truth Social. It was about Mr. Donald Trump, a picture of him, Trump, and his wife Melania, and Abdul El-Sayed and his wife. And above the caption said, "Two different Americas." Now, this is just unbelievable. It's just wrong on every level. This is supposed to be an educated man leading the country, and all he does is spew racism, hate, and everything else. And he gets these people to stand behind him, and it's just sickening in every way. But Abdul El-Sayed fired back, and he fired out bigly. And the most vicious line and he's saying, well, at least least me and my wife love each other. And then he went on saying, referring to Trump and Melania, two people who don't like each other, but in the joint interest of making billions of dollars off of you. This is what Abdul El-Sayed said to a reporter when the reporter told him about Mr. Donald Trump's post. Absolutely great comeback. I mean, totally. The guy's great for words. Oh, and here's some more news on Abdul El-Sayed. So, Mr. Donald Trump was in a press conference. He was in a meeting, something else, and he said that Abdul El-Sayed is full of, and the response from Abdul El-Sayed was absolutely great. It was just defeating. It like popped. It was like popping a balloon. So he said, he's full of, and Abdul said, at least I don't let myself go, in the Oval Office. And you know what I'm talking about. Crappy pants. I mean, this guy is great for the comebacks. You got to give him that. So in another report I have, Trump's Patriots game started today, and they are basically a MAGA cosplay disaster. Trump's billed his Patriot games as a celebration of Americans' best youth athletics competing for their home states. What actually showed up is made for MAGA Fever Dream that keeps its own logistics straight. They can't even get their own logistics straight. A CNN review found contestants were picked less far athletic, um, and they didn't have really hardly any athletic talent. And far of them had their devotion for Mr. Donald Trump, with gushing thanks to and also their Christian faith. This is what they said, when they were on being reviewed. And most competitors are white and either homeschooled or private Christian schools. So this is Donald Trump's so-called Patriot Games, where a high school girl and a high school boy from every state compete for each other. So there you have that. This is according to CNN. And in other news, we have the Powerball. Let's light it up a little bit. It's going off tomorrow, Monday, 8/10/2026. I think it's 910 million big ones. So you know what? Go out, play your ticket. And if no one hits, it's going to be over $1 billion. But I thought I would just add that because I saw that no one had hit it. And it's great when it reaches $1 billion because Powerball fever sweeps across the nation. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone makes giant Powerball pulls and money. And I know if I hit this big one, I am going to donate all my money to the Democrats. I'm going to give them it all. That's it. I'm just going to make sure they win. And there you have it, folks. That's my report for tonight. Thank you for watching. I know it was all over the place. There was a lot of stuff to report on. And really, I mean, like I said before, Donald Trump, I mean, this guy, all he does is play on his Truth Social till like 3 in the morning. And he just is over and over and over again. Instead of like worrying about taking care of the country and figuring out what he's going to do to lower gas prices, food prices, and everything else, he just plays nonstop on his Truth Social, or he thinks about winning another championship with his golf course, because he's up to his 43rd championship that he won on his own golf course and got his own trophy because the workers there gave him a trophy, so he felt good. So thank you watching the video. Subscribe, like, hit the subscribe button, give it a hype. That's a new feature on YouTube. And thank you, and we'll see you on the next report. Folks, latest breaking news. So Mr. Donald Trump is not happy. Yes, you heard me right. Because in this report, it's going all over the world. He's just very unpleased that everyone found out. So on Air Force One about a month ago, we all saw that Mr. Donald Trump was going up the steps. I think he was leaving some kind of summit, NATO thing, whatever it was. He was leaving something. So he had Air Force One there. He was climbing the steps and he waved to the press, and so everyone can see him. What happened was he went to a back door and snuck out of the plane into a catering truck. I don't know if it was a catering truck or a food cart. And he was whisked away to another smaller jet. And it was incredible. He got away. Everyone thought he was on the plane, but he wasn't. And his staff was still there, and the press were on the plane. That's what I heard. This basically was amid the Iranian threats. So I guess he was a little bit rattled, and they did this. It was a decoy, and he was not on Air Force One. Absolutely incredible story. And in other news, 30,000 pounds of raw meat have been recalled. This is absolutely incredible. We all know about the explosive diarrhea. Everyone was crapping their pants, eating lettuce that came from Mexico. And then, knowing at Taco Bell, everybody just knowing. I mean, basically, people do crap their pants if you eat at Taco Bell or White Castle. But this was explosive. I mean, massive diarrhea. So then it went to salmonella. It went to, I guess, jalapenos. Then it went to guacamole. Then it went to salsa. And that, there were some recalls on them items. Now, 30,000 pounds of raw beef. Now, you may ask yourself, why is 30,000 pounds of raw beef being recalled? That is because it came in from South America, basically not inspected. So they have to check this meat out, and now it's just being recalled. And so far, I think it's about 2 states that have been affected by this raw beef recall. And you know what? If you think about it, if you put it all together, you have your hamburger meat, you have your lettuce, You know, you like it hot, you put a couple jalapenos. You can't have any of that. It's all massively being recalled. Now, in another report, Donald Trump was up, and I heard this. I read this report. I saw the video, and he was saying that Trump refuses to rule out seizing American elections while Americans were asleep. While you were sleeping, Donald Trump, in the darkness hours of the night, was up and refused to rule out seizing American elections and possibly declaring a national emergency, because we all know the midterms are coming up. So he could do this. I'm not saying he is. I'm just reporting what I read and what I heard. And this is somewhat, he acknowledged that. And then on a Real American Voice, it was some show or something like that. He appeared on a Real American Voice when he was simply asked a question: would you seize American elections? And would you basically state a national emergency ahead of these November elections? His response was simple, quote, "Crazier things have happened." I mean, that is just straight out raw. Now, what if Mr. Donald Trump does do this? I mean, it's just not fair. Basically, the SAVE Act, I know he's going to involve that in somehow. It didn't pass. And I know he's going to say things aren't right with the mail in ballots. And he's just going to say it's a national emergency. I mean, it's just going to be a straight rigged election if he does this. A bunch of bullshit, plain and simple. You know what? We've never had any problem with elections until he didn't win. When he didn't win, it was a major problem. Just like when the Capitol got attacked, 2020, he couldn't deal with it that he lost. And, there was no foul in 2016, no foul in 2024. But when Donald Trump lost, there was foul. And now let's think about the midterms. What's at hand? What's at stake? If the Republicans lose and the Democrats regain control of the House and Senate, Trump could be impeached. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of investigations and everything else. So you really think he's just going to give all that up? Yeah, just take over. No, he is going to go down and he's going to keep on saying that things are rigged and this and that. And we will see what happens. But hopefully it's a fair election. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I love giving the reports. And if you like this channel, give it a like, give this video a like, and hype it. It's a new thing on YouTube. And also, please, I'm on try to subscribe. I'm trying on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And take care and see you on the next Mike Sipple Report. Everyone, we got some big news tonight, and welcome to the Mike Sipple Report. Here we go. This is incredible. I don't know if you've seen it. A lot of people are making videos online, post, and all this other stuff about Rust-Oleum. It is 214944. Now, I am not telling you to do this, so don't. I'm just telling you what I've seen out there and the reports and this and that. They are saying this clear Rust-Oleum, if you spray it on your license plate, it acts as a reflective. And I think it's like at night with the flock cameras and the toll cameras and any cameras, traffic cameras, when they try to flash onto your license plate, it reflects and blocks the number on your license plate. So remember, I'm not telling you to do this. It's just a thing that's online. It's on all the platforms. And they're saying Rust-Oleum 214944 clear coat. You spray it on your plate, and you could get in big trouble if you get caught, because you got to also think about is when the headlights from like a cop shining on your license plate, it'll make it look like it's all blurry and everything else. So this is really not a good idea to do. And in other news, there's some Karoline Leavitt. You all know her, the White House press secretary. Well, she's out the door. She's done. She's leaving by the end of the month. Yes, incredible Karoline Leavitt is out the door. Mr. Donald Trump announced this today that she will be gone by the end of the month. And we all know good old Karoline Leavitt. And basically her inconsistencies and the lies that she said every time she was on the podium Will we miss her? Probably not so. But she's going to go. She just had a kid. She's going to go take care of her 2 little kids and her senior husband. So there you have it. First we had Kristi Noem, then we had Pam Bondi, now we have Karoline Leavitt. All of them are out. Now, just so you know, we all heard this story yesterday, and Trump is just steaming Willie McBeeman as it goes. He's furious at journalists because the world is basically laughing as he was caught. So that everyone knows he's exposed that he was sneaking in a food cart or a catering truck, some kind of food thing. I'm not sure of the exact report. There's a lot of sources saying different things, that it was like a push cart. He went in it off of Air Force One and went away into another jet. Another one was that he was in a food truck after he boarded Air Force One, but he's really not happy because he was being shuttled off into from a food cart to another jet. And he is just, I mean, furious that this has leaked out, and everyone is posting all kinds of pictures and posts and everything about him being in a food cart. And here's another interesting report, because this guy put it all on the line and he is done. MyPillow guy loses and refuses to accept the results. And we all know who MyPillow guy is, Mike Lindell. And he didn't sleep good last night. No, he had a rough night, and I don't know if he was using a pillow. As we all know, he was running for the governor of Minnesota or something like that, and he tried so hard, but he lost massively by double digits. I mean big. Can we say bigly? Because that's what he lost by, and he refuses to accept that he has lost. He has lost the Republican primary to run for governor, and he's taking it very hard. We also know that he dropped from being the CEO of his business. So this guy basically has nothing, no income. He's not going to be the governor, and he's not the CEO anymore. So yes, MyPillow guy, I hear the world's smallest violin playing. I really don't feel sorry for you. So there you have it, folks. A quick report tonight. Thank you so much for watching Mike Sipple Report, and give this video a like, thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers, and give it a hype. I really appreciate it. Take care, and see you on the next report. To the Mike Sipple Report, and here we go. Donald Trump's name may be soon on the Kennedy Center. Yes, once again, his name may be up there in big, beautiful letters. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. And yes, it is likely in violation of the court order where his name had to be taken down. But they found out a way to do this. So we all know Donald Trump's board of directors, handpicked by him for this Kennedy Center. Well, they're not going to just rename it. They're going to inscribe his name under it, under the name, saying, quote, restored and renovated by President Donald J. Trump. What's messed up is, like, this is like the only thing people can think about is putting his name back up on the Kennedy Center with everything that's happening in the United States. So just absolutely, like, I'm at a loss for words. So put his name back up, but hopefully it's like 1-inch letters. And once again, Taylor Swift claps back, and she clapped back hard. We all know that she cut him off a couple days ago. She took his, he tried to use the White House, tried to use her song, and she did, just got it cut out. Her staffers, whatever, got it cut out, and it was not in the video because of a copyright. Well, this was for the song August. Well, now they did it again. The White House posted another video using Taylor Swift's song, I Bet You Think About Me. It didn't last long. It was out. Copyright shut down real quick. This song was scratched from the post. I mean, are they doing this on spite to piss Taylor Swift off? Because you know what? She's acting real quick, and she has her own people cutting this, finding this, and cutting this out real fast. So copyright violation, and yes, she did it again. You're not going to be using her music, and deal with it. And this is another big story, because we all heard about the decoy plane. Well, guess who was on this plane, and he knew that there was basically a threat. The Donald Trump decoy plane, where he went and he waved to everyone in the world and the press and everybody. Then he snuck on a catering cart out the back door. Well, there was 100 people, staff and press, left on this plane, and one person knew what was happening. and it was Marco Rubio. Yes, that guy has some big ones. He knew what was going down and that basically there was a threat. And who else was with him? It was Scott Bessent, and that is the secretary, the Treasury Secretary, whatever his name is. He puts his name, Trump's name, all over our money. And then we have good old Stephen Miller. I don't know if they knew about what was happening, but Marco Rubio, that's absolutely incredible. And that dude stayed on the plane. He didn't back off. He didn't chicken out. He didn't run. I would have been like, no, Trump, I'm getting off. I don't give a crap. I'm out of here. I'll take another plane. I'll take my own. I'll take an Uber or anything. So this was from when they were in Turkey last month, and they were all on the same plane. And this is called, from the Associated Press, said that a senior official told Rubio about the potential threat. Incredible news. By the way, if you like this channel, please subscribe. That's my report for tonight. Give it a like, subscribe, whatever. And a hype. That's a new feature on YouTube on the road to 100,000 followers. And I really appreciate you watching and all support. Thank you so much and have a good night. Welcome to the Mike Sipple Report. Here we go. Another day filled with news because there's always something going on with the Trump administration. So, if you're unaware, Donald Trump made some really wild remarks today at a convention. He was at a place in Nassau County in Long Island, New York, claiming that young, beautiful girls frequently approach him at the White House to say thank you for making Washington, D.C. safe. Now, what's odd about this is he said young, beautiful girls several times in front of an audience of police officers and other high-ranking guests. Young, beautiful girls. And then he said, oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Beautiful. But what the hell? I mean, this was so bizarre. Even people in the MAGA world are like, what is he thinking? What is going on in his head? Then he acted out a fictional exchange where there is young, beautiful girls, not women, and they told them they now no longer are afraid and that Washington, D.C. is safe because of him. So we have these young, beautiful girls. You really wonder what is in those files. Think about it. And why were they so redacted? And another report is you wonder why Caroline left so quickly. I mean, quick. She left the White House in absolute chaos, and Trump is just, he seems like he doesn't know what to do. He is at a loss because this woman was a key player. And now the midterms elections are about 80 days away, and the White House, the Trump administration, they are absolutely scrambling for a replacement. Now you got to ask yourself, was the Air Force One decoy combo and all that stuff, did that play a role in it? You know, did she finally say enough's enough? You know what I mean? I don't think she was on the plane, but I'm just saying, everyone heard what was happening, how there was 100 people still on that plane, staff, press, and everything else, when Donald Trump went and escaped into a little food cart onto another plane and left all those people on the other plane and no one told them anything. I mean, maybe she couldn't take it anymore. Being up on stage all the time, flapping line, all the BS she gave, always sticking up for Donald Trump and everything that he stands for. Maybe it finally got to her, and this Air Force One fiasco was the final straw. And in another report, this is actually interesting because the Donald Trump administration broke a world record. Wait until you hear this. Government posts record budget deficit, and the Republicans' infighting is now exploding. Yes, they are fighting, and even Ron DeSantis, whatever his name is down in Florida, he's not happy either. Okay, because he's pissed because he's wondering why all the Doge cuts and this and that. Wait until you hear this. The United States federal government has just posted a record budget deficit for the month of July. Only the month of July. It's never been this bad ever in history. And I can't make this up. I wish I could, but I can't, so I'm not. $400 billion, over $400 billion just for the month of July. That is absolutely incredible. Can you imagine if this was Joe Biden, how these Republicans and everybody would be at? Like, it would just be just horrible. But there you have it. Donald Trump, 1 month, over $400 billion in the red. The funny thing is, why are these Republicans all infighting? We should be the ones that are pissed off. We are the taxpayers. They're the ones that are just absolutely blowing this money like there's no tomorrow. Donald Trump with the big fat checkbook, blowing money on fountains, little thing in Washington D.C., this and that, blah blah blah. And here we go. Here's another reason why we're just pissing money away. Bulldozers are now working on America's most beautiful national parks. Bulldozers are invading under Trump's order Big Ben for his big, beautiful border wall. And they're absolutely knocking over some really precious land. And it's this one area, it's called Santa Ana Canyon. One of the crown jewels is under attack with these massive bulldozers streaming through to build this wall that Donald Trump wants, and it's going to absolutely make it ugly looking. I mean, it's just ridiculous what this guy thinks. All he wants to do is build a wall, keep people out. I mean, I don't get it. And he's going to destroy this natural beauty. Unbelievable. There you have it. There's my report for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Give me a follow. Give it a like and also a hype. Really appreciate it. Thanks, and see you on the next video. To Mike Sipple report. Here we go, because this is a big one. Today there's a lot of news, and here I am to report it. So Donald Trump said he will never apologize for the higher gas prices that every American is feeling at the pump. Yes, we all know it could be $4, $4.50, $5 a gallon. It's pretty high, and it is basically screwing the American people, because you know what? We're still paying the tariff money and all this other stuff, and now gas with the Iranian war, the so-called war that we're not in, but we're in a war, and Donald Trump said he will never apologize to the American people for these high prices in gas. And the reason why he said he's never going to apologize is that Iran won't have a nuclear weapon. He said that for you to pay, quote, a tiny bit more in gas prices, we are defending against evil. And now let's remember, this war is costing over $1 billion a day, and the taxpayers are flipping this bill. Donald Trump's not flipping this bill. Donald Trump also doesn't know what it means to pay $4 or $5 a gallon of gas, because he gets chauffeured everywhere, and it's on our money. So for the average American that is basically struggling every single day, can't pay any health insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, $4 or $5 a gallon is a lot of money, especially when you own a pickup truck and it takes like almost $100 to fill that tank to go to work. Then he also rattled on that the economy is doing incredible. It's very well right now, and quote that Wall Street is like really, really good right now. But you know what? That's because the rich are getting richer and the people are investing money, because we all know the game. The war's on, the war's off. Remember all that a couple of months ago? How all these people were investing in oil and this and that? It's incredible, the money that's being made, yes, by the rich people, the wealthy. And while you were asleep last night, Donald Trump does a lot of this stuff while we're all sleeping. Donald Trump engaged in one of the most brazen acts of self-dealing in corruption we have ever seen. The Trump family, they are now about to become bank owners. Yes, you heard me right. Appointee approved Donald Trump personal crypto firm now to operate, and Donald Trump, his sons, will now own a bank, will now be bank owners. This is like the most brazen thing. The investors in this bank, you'll never know. Completely undisclosed bank, will never have to follow the FDIC rules. It is crypto company turned into a federal chartered bank. And what's messed up about this, wait, it might take a little bit, but wait until Trump uses our money for a bailout. And it's basically for his personal bank. Just seems so wrong on every level. And let's keep rolling, because as we talk, here's some more Trump news. Trump is seeing the writing on the wall and prepares for an effing horrible 2 years. That's not me saying it. That's what the report says. White House officials are admitting that the next 2 years are about to be, quoting, horrible. And Donald Trump will see, as he sees the writing on his wall, his family faces increased investigations. He faces increased investigations. And now, for the first time, he is admitting privately he doesn't see a path to victory for these midterms unless he comes up with something really good. It's almost September, and these midterms are coming right around the corner. And he's been holding off so far, spending millions of dollars to advertise for the Republicans and this and that, trying to get morale boosted up for the Republicans. But you know what? It seems like they could be possibly losing, and the Democrats will regain control of the House and the Senate. Now, here's two different stories that has nothing to do with Trump or anything else. This is pretty wild because I saw the one video. There's a 20-year-old woman. Her and her family were crossing this flooded bridge. It was like a bicycle she was, holding on to, going across this bridge. Well, the water was pretty rough. So she's now walking across the bridge holding the bike, and she goes to the left and falls off into a deeper pool of water. The current is just real strong. Now what happens is, with this bridge, there is a tunnel. She's holding on to the bike. You think she might be all right trying to get back up on the platform. The platform's flooded. She falls. Fell over. She now starts lowering into the water. She's getting sucked into the tunnel. And her and the bicycle go under. People start running over. I mean, they're struggling too, because this water is deep and it's fast. She disappears. She goes under. See people, they're all grabbing, trying to get her out, trying to push her out. Another woman falls. She goes flying off the bridge into the water, gets swept away. She lived though, but she had to get rescued too. Well, the woman, she went into, she unconscious, had to get CPR, but she survived. It was incredible footage. I mean, she was underwater for several minutes. I saw the video. I did not think she was going to make it. And this happened in Sabino Canyon near Tucson, Arizona. Incredible footage, unbelievable story. And here's another report. This is pretty wild. We all know about all the recalls with the lettuce, the guacamole, everything, tomatoes, berries, all this stuff. Explosive diarrhea. Everybody was crapping their pants around America. And so here we go. There's another recall. Millions of eggs recalled, the highest recall level. And this is illness surges. This is foodborne illnesses are now surging to over 400%. Like I said, over the past several weeks, it's just one thing after another. People getting sick. You have salmonella, all this stuff. So millions of eggs have been officially recalled in the United States of America, and the FDA is now raised the level of the recall to its highest, level 1, which means that if you eat these eggs, there's a possibility you could face a serious health risk or even death. Now, this comes, like I said before, amid a surge of foodborne illnesses in the United States, up to 400%. And it seems like under RFK Jr. and Donald Trump, it just keeps rising and raising, and I don't know what's going on, what's wrong. The egg recall is impacting millions of eggs in the southwest regions. The sell date is by August 17th. So if you even have these eggs, throw them out. Don't risk it. And this could be possible from salmonella. I mean, this was a lot of news tonight. It just seems endless. Every day, it's just more and more news. And thank you so much for watching this. If you really like this report, keep watching, subscribe, follow the channel. It's uncut, it's raw, and give this video hype. I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, and see you on the next video. Everyone, welcome to the Mike Sipple Report. Here we go, another day filled with news. Now, people are asking everywhere online, where is Melania Trump? She has not been seen in over 2 weeks next to Donald Trump's side. Now, people are asking, where is she? And her Instagram account, no activity over, and like I said, over 2 weeks. And Melania has been absent from many big high profile events in Washington, D.C., including Lindsey Graham's funeral. People are asking, it's going around, where is Melania Trump? Is something going down? We don't know. But Trump seemed to be spending more time with his close aide, Natalie Harp, than he is with Melania. Okay, so it's not uncommon that Melania does disappear, because in the past, like when his first term, she has been off camera and everything, well, out of sight for over a couple of weeks. But it seems like this second term, she is really not much into it, not to be seen. Okay, here's my second report for tonight, and it's absolutely wild. I don't know if you guys seen the video. It is going everywhere. It's all over social media. People are commenting. Donald Trump was at some event where he went to go speak to somebody, and in this video clip, there seems to be, it focused on the backside of Mr. Donald Trump, the lower backside, which, as he was walking, seemed very puffy. I mean, oversized, very big, like bigly. And people are wondering why his backside was so fluffy and puffy. And some people are saying maybe the seam ripped in his pants, maybe his suit jacket was ruffled. But folks, I can't say anything. I don't want to say anything, but just think about it. It's really not that hard. He's 80 years old, and he could have, I don't know. I just don't know what to tell you. But the way he was walking, he looked very bigly in the backside. So like I said, everyone is asking, what about all this fluff? What is going on? Now, I don't know if you saw Donald Trump's Truth Social recently. He has a picture of him where he's wearing a black hat, and it says 2028. Well, he's talking about running 2028 again. And instead of taking care of Iran, the economy, the soldiers, the military that are starving on the Abraham Lincoln, he's posting crap on his Truth Social that he's going to possibly, run for 2028, even though he can't because it's unconstitutional. He's done. He won twice, and that's it. He's out of office. But he's starting to oddly say this over and over again and try to get it in people's heads that he can because he's Donald Trump. Then you got to ask yourself, why all this stuff, all this work done at the White House? And it really makes you think. He's putting on some kind of defense system and this and that. Is he ever going to leave the White House? Or is he just going to sit there and say he could do whatever he wants? We'll see what happens. And also, the midterms are coming up. And then here's another thing. His approval rating is down to like 26%. Does he realize there's a lot of people that don't approve of what he is doing and this and that? And then he just thinks that he's going to run for a third term. Incredible. Then here's another quick note that I saw today. Donald Trump's aides are saying that he is losing interest in basically his job, traveling across country, all this hustle and bustle, trying to help the Republicans win. They saying that he is basically just like, he doesn't really seem like he cares anymore about it. I mean, he should be everywhere right now, doing some rallies. I know there's a lot going down. Also, I heard that he just seems to be more focused on all this stuff, all these projects that he's doing around Washington, D.C., like spray painting statues and the ballroom and this and that. He just seems like he's all over the place and nothing ever gets accomplished. Hopefully, the reflecting pool is finally filled up. I don't even know. We haven't heard about that in a long time. So there you have it, folks. This is my report for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share this channel. It's Mike Sipple Report. I'm trying to grow, trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and give this video hype. And take care and see you on the next report. To the Mike Sipple Report. Here we go. Another day filled with big news. Donald Trump suffered a huge loss today in the Supreme Court. Yes, you heard me right. Big. I mean, bigly. As he will forever be held responsible for the sexual assault of Eugene Carroll. He has now labeled this, and the United States Supreme Court, as Mr. Donald Trump wanted a rehearing on this matter, and they said, no way, no how, the case is closed. Eugene Carroll got $5 million, and that's all, folks. There's no more to say about it. Donald Trump will have this stain on his record forever. And like I said, he was liable for this. The Supreme Court said there's no rehearing, nothing. It's over with. And like I said, she received $5 million over this matter that happened years ago. Now, this is an absolute wild story, and I reported this yesterday, and I've seen a lot of other reports. Where is Melania Trump? She's been missing for like 29 days. No, she has not been out in public. She has not done too much. No one has seen her. She did not even attend Lindsey Graham's funeral. So where is Melania Trump? And now the other question is, who is this woman, this 35-year-old woman that's next to Donald Trump all the time? And I heard she's doing a lot of his Truth Social posts. Her name is Natalie Harp. And yes, do you remember that big fiasco in Turkey when Donald Trump, uh, decoy plane? He had the one plane with 100 people on it still, the staffers, the press. He and two other people and Natalie Harp all escaped they all went to a military plane. So why did Mr. Donald Trump bring this woman, Natalie Harp, with her? And it's just incredible what is going on. This woman is everywhere, and she has written some nice letters, personal messages to Mr. Donald Trump. Could she possibly be the next Caroline Leavitt? Yes, she is totally loyal. And there is some reports saying that she slept in a locker room, some kind of thing, maid's quarter, something at his golf course, whatever. I don't know. That's reports that I heard. I don't know how much true it is that she told staffers that she wanted to stay there and she slept there because she didn't have a room at the Trump International golf course, some kind of thing. I don't know where it is, but that's the reports for that one. And in other news, this is incredible. It's August now. This is totally different from politics and this and that. So this is August. What, if you didn't see the videos or the pictures, is a giant hailstorm in Colorado. I saw the pictures. It's absolutely incredible. Between 1 to 3 feet of hail and snow fell, mostly hail. And this was in Englewood, Colorado. They actually brought out the plows, and you see them snow plowing these massive mounds and piles of hail and snow going down the streets. And it was an incredible sight for the middle of August. I mean, we've seen a lot of wicked weather this past several months. We had a lot of stuff in Illinois going down, the trees, the bad thunderstorms. We had floods in Jersey, just absolutely wild, crazy weather. And now 1 to 3 feet of hail in Englewood, Colorado. Incredible, unbelievable, nice. If you have a chance, go look for these pictures, look it up on Google and this and that, and check it out. And by the way, that's all my report for tonight. It was a real quick one. And please subscribe, give this video a like, and also hype. It's a new feature on YouTube. And I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers. My goal is to reach that plateau. It would mean so much to me. And I love sharing the news and everything else. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night. To the Mike Sipple Report, and here we go. This is huge news, as a large number of staffers are now leaving the White House. Yes, you heard me right. They're leaving in astronomical numbers. They're making that line, and they are hightailing out of it. And the reason why is because of fear of November. Everyone's going to need a job. They're going to have to get a job because they know their writing is on the wall, and it does not look good for the Republicans. And people on the Capitol Hill are also, the Republicans, they are also worried because they know the war in Iran, there's no ending soon. November is here within like 2 months. Also the economy and the tariffs. The prices are still up. The American people were never reimbursed this tariff money. Only the businesses that trickled down this onto the consumers, and they got their money back, and we got jack squat. So like I said, everyone, these staffers are leaving. They don't want any more part of this, and they're gone. So, and here we go. We got some other news here about Melania. Do you notice that she has not been around lately? Weeks now. I think it's up to 29 days. She has not done any major public appearances, did not even attend Lindsey Graham's funeral. Now, they are saying that she is not happy. She is not happy with this Natalie Harp. The relationship is now getting a little bit, you know, they're always near each other. She's always near Trump. This is Trump's aide. They call her the Binky. Some lady calls her the human Binky now. And it's just incredible. And also that she is not happy, like I said, with this Natalie Harper presence, always with Donald. And this is according to new reporting from Trump's biographer, Michael Wolff. And it comes as there's more about Natalie Harper's relationship with Melania's absence and all this. I mean, it's just a lot of drama, and we will see. I know I'm rushing through this report, and it's a lot of news tonight. And we will see with this, with the next few days, it could be a week or so, you know, other developments, because we also know her and two other people were the only one that Trump let go in that Turkey when he left 100 other people, the staffers and the press, all on that decoy plane. He brought her along. Not too good. Now, Pete Hegseth, we all know him, the Department of War, I call it War, Secretary. Yes, the Secretary of Defense, that's his name, that's his title. He's considering, I mean, this is just crazy, a run for the United States presidency in 2028. Yes, you heard me right. I can't make this crap up because I'm not, and I won't. So he wants to run. We all know him. He was Fox analyst, whatever. Then he went to this job, Department of Secretaries, whatever it is, War, Defense, whatever it is. I call it whatever. And now he wants to run for president. Like, the people would vote for this guy. Number one, the USS Abraham Lincoln is out there floating with these sailors. They've been on this longest deployment. Absolutely horrific. There's like no food, rations, no deodorant, just a bunch of stuff. If you didn't take a look, it's all out there. All the stuff about this boat and this ship and what they're going through, this aircraft carrier. And like, you know what? Have some, feelings for these people that are stuck on this boat and have not seen their family. Some compassion. But you know what? I think Pete Hegseth should just don't even waste his time, because you know what? That is going to be a major topic if he tries to run for president. People are just going to be relentless on this, and how he let these people out there, these military people out there. Okay, here's another report. The White House is furious about this. I'm going back to my first report over Natalie Harp. They are furious, and she has the new nickname, the Human Binky. And this is from Maggie Haberman, a New York Times reporter. She gave the title to Natalie Harp, the Human Binky, and she has covered some deep inside White House stories. And now this afternoon, the White House is scrambling. It is furious at Senator John Ossoff. It's furious at folks online and anyone who brings up the fact that Donald Trump is too close. So I guess they're mad at me. Oh well, get over it. There you have it, folks. That's the news for tonight. Please give this channel a like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want. Also, hype it. It's a new feature on YouTube, on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And I appreciate everybody watching this video. Take care and have a good night.